Miranda Corsette was reported missing on February 24th, 2025. On March 6, a witness called the police and said they had information on a kidnapping and possible murder. Through their investigation, detectives learned Miranda Corsette, 16, who was missing, had been lured out of her home after communication through social media to meet a man by the name of Stephen Gress on Valentine's Day. That was their first meeting. The next day, she would go out with him again, and this time it would be at his house at 2708 27th Avenue North. Miranda stayed at his house with Stephen and his girlfriend, Michelle Brandis, 37 years old, for several days. On February 20th, a dispute had occurred. Allegedly, a ring was missing, and Miranda was beaten to death. Between the 20th and 24th, she was killed. This is what the witness is saying. Evidence at the home indicates that she was killed there, then driven to a house at 12243 Mallory Drive in Largo, where Miranda's body was dismembered. Finally, she was driven to Hillsborough and placed in a dumpster at 2893 14th Avenue, Southeast Ruskin. Investigators are working to now try to find her body. On March 5th, a day before police would receive this information, Stephen was arrested when he pointed a harpoon at Michelle. He was also arrested for drug possession. So, I had a lot of questions about this, and by all means, I'm not blaming Miranda. People in the comments say that Stephen probably tricked her over the phone, pretending that he was 16 years old. But she met him on Valentine's Day, and she's seen him, and there is no way that anything on him looks like it's 16 years old at all. At all. He looks like he is well out of his 20s as well. He doesn't look like he's a younger person at all. She not only stayed there, but she went back. And his girlfriend was there. I don't know if his girlfriend was there during the first meeting, that Valentine's Day meeting, but however, she went back and she stayed. So she at least stayed 4 to 5 days. She was at least alive, staying with this couple. So my question is, what lured her? What was the lure and attraction of being there? I couldn't understand why she would be there. Then I realized why Stephen was arrested. He was arrested for some type of drugs that he had in the home. So I'm thinking, is that what lured her there? Now, I'm not calling at all Miranda, who is a victim clearly in this. I'm not calling her drug abuse, but what was the lure? What was the lure of these two people? That she stayed there for days. What was going on at her home that she didn't want to be there? All of these are factors in why she even left in the first place. Neighbors of Stephen and Michelle say that they're always fighting. Stephen was a very intimidating man, to the point that residents were thankful when landlords installed ring cameras so that they can feel a little bit safer living near him in the neighborhood. Now, this witness would call only after Stephen was locked up. So they had this information since it happened. They said she was more than likely killed between the 20th and the 24th. So they had this information. Stephen was locked up on the 5th, and they got in contact with the police on the 6th, the next day, to implement him in this crime. Now, Michelle Brandis, she's still on the run. As of right now, as of this video today, she is still on the run. Stephen's the one locked up. Now, I believe right here, this is Michelle. With less of a tan, less makeup, more bleached hair. I believe this is her. I looked all over her page. It seems that she's married and maybe still married. And it seems that she at least has one child. But she is, I guess, in a relationship with Stephen as well. It doesn't say that she has gotten a divorce, but Then again, her page seems to be publicly abandoned. It seems like it's been abandoned for a year. And she may have also been using drugs. So she looks a little bit different in this picture compared to other pictures on her page. And drugs can change your looks dramatically. They can. So I believe that this is Michelle, who is on the run. So there you have it. We have a 16-year-old girl, for whatever reasons, left her house not only one time, but left her house twice to be around this man. And something horrible has happened to her. Now they have to find her body. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. All these situations that are happening with these, these very young girls that just are not understanding the situations that they are getting themselves involved in. So, definitely rest in peace, Miranda, and justice for Miranda Corsette.